Software Escrow has been around since around the 1980s. It was originally to provide business continuity support for customers licensing on-premise critical software. The way it works is the software supplier would deposit with the software escrow provider their source code and support materials. Pretty simple. The software escrow company is a neutral third party that would then securely hold those materials in a vault on behalf of the beneficiary or end user. We would release those materials to the beneficiary under certain conditions that would trigger a release of those materials, such as bankruptcy or default. I want to first note before I move on that before any materials would be released to the beneficiary, we would first notify the software supplier of their request to release those materials, and the software supplier would then have the opportunity to contest the release so that we're not releasing their intellectual property to a beneficiary without certain controls around that. The idea is that by gaining access to those escrow materials, the customer would be able to make modifications to the code to enable them to continue to maintain operations that rely on the technology. Now, these days, most applications are SaaS, and so that model has changed a little bit. Under today's circumstances, we would typically hold in escrow critical assets such as deployment scripts, the SaaS environment, data, or even access credentials for the hosting provider such as AWS or Azure. In addition, we'll now typically set up automated deposits by linking into the software supplier's version control system to ensure that the escrow materials match what the customer has in production.